Hey, I'm back here with the UDI Navigator 31W, and what I want to do right now is I'm going to try out the headless mode. So it does have a button right here that makes it easy to go into headless mode. I'm going to go ahead and bind the quad, but just a little tip. I noticed this quad can lose signal. It did for me when I did that first review, just the general review. It lost signal one time. You can prevent that by keeping the antennas flipped up this way. That may help. You can't flip them down that way. The only problem is when you put your phone in here, it's hard to keep them this way. You kind of have to you have to keep them like that, and that, you know, and the way the signal works is the signal goes off the antenna like that, you know, like that and like that. So when you're not flying with the phone, you're just flying without the phone, no FPV, you can just fly it like this and it should give you better signal, okay? Better signal reception. With all that said, let's go ahead and bind the quad. I'm gonna go ahead and set it over where there's not a lot of grass so the propellers can take off. Let's see, find a good spot to take off. Okay, right there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the transmitter on, and I'm go ahead and turning the quad on. It has a little button right there. You press a couple seconds, starts blinking, and you just go down and then you release it and it's bound. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and initiate the motors by just going down to the inner corners, inside corners at the same time. Initiates the motors. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and press the headless mode button, and you want to stand right behind it. When you set up headless, you want to stand right behind it. So I'm pressing the headless mode button, and I see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the lights, the LEDs are blinking. So I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go up. Okay, and I'm just gonna go to the third rate. So with the back here, go to the third rate, press it twice. 2. All right, I had to go whenever I heard the 3 beeps. All right, so fairly stable quad, you know, like we know it has the headless, I mean it has the altitude hold, so it's holding its altitude, and now it's in headless, so I should be able to yaw and control the quad just with my right stick. So I don't even know which way it's facing right now, but I can easily control the quad with my right stick. You see the quad is facing, actually it's facing that way, but if I go forward, it goes forward. If I go back, it goes back. So very easy, you know. I can just yaw, and the quad, you see the quad there, I'm just yawing, and all I'm doing is I'm just controlling it here with my right stick, and I'm just yawing with my left stick, you know, going around and around, no problem. So this mode is very easy for a beginner, because you can just, you know, control it with the right stick. It doesn't matter which way you're facing. The only thing you don't want to do in headless mode is let the quad go behind you, because then you'll lose orientation. Then it's not that easy to control. But so you see right now the quad is, all right, the wind's taking it a little bit. I'm waiting for it to come back, and you see that the quad, the camera is facing me, but I'm just bringing it back by going back. I'm just bringing it back to me. So it makes it extremely easy for a beginner, because you don't have to worry about the direction that the quadcopter is in. Okay, so the feature works very well, very well. All right, I'm gonna get it out of the feature, and again, you go out of headless mode by just pressing that button again. Okay, and now I'm out of headless mode. So now I'm just doing some regular flying. So the headless mode works very well on this little quadcopter. You know, I do notice that it starts losing a little bit of altitude as you get, you know, a more aggressive flying. It tends to lose altitude. So if you pitch it forward all the way, so you have to be mindful of that. But you know, this is a perfectly good quad for a beginner that wants to do a little bit of FPV, wants to do a little bit of try out new features like the headless mode, or not new necessarily. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but you know, try that out and have a fairly stable quadcopter. The other thing I want to try is I want to take it out and I want to see about signal. So I'm just gonna take it out as far as I can see it, and see if we can see if I can get it back. If I lose the signal right there, I'm probably around I would say 80 yards, 70 yards out. Yeah, okay, and I still have pretty good signal. I would say I'm about 100 yards out. Okay, so about 100 yards, pretty safe, and you know, you can't see it very well at that point, so you probably don't want to even take it out that far. Let me take it up a little bit and see if I can control it, if I can bring it down. Yeah, I'm up about 80 yards right there, or I was about 80 yards. I really don't, these small quads, I don't like to get them away from me where I can't see them, because you are gonna lose it, you know. I mean, there's no way of getting around that. A little thing like this, you get it away from you, unless it has, you know, you're just very confident, you're gonna lose a little thing. So it's doing a pretty nice job flying. It's very smooth, very smooth. So there it is. So let me bring it back. Let's go ahead and land. I'm going to use the automatic landing feature. So I just press the button right there, the landing feature, and you can control your right stick. And there it is, landed. So that is headless mode with the UDI Navigator 31W. Very easy. I really like the headless mode button, because you don't have to just press it, you go into headless mode, and you press it again and you're out of it. So nice and easy to use. You have your takeoff and landing button here. One thing that I do wish that it had was that you can record. You could record from the remote without the telephone app, and you can't do that as far as I can tell. So that is one thing that I wish it had. However, you can set up your app. You don't always have to have the phone set up on here. You can have the phone, you can hold the phone and just record, and then you know, and then watch your videos. You can it records to a USB card that's in here. It comes with that 4 GB USB card, so you can, you know, just save your flight or whatever. So pretty good little quadcopter. The UDI Navigator U31W. Let me know what you guys think. The headless mode works perfect. Again, guys, thank you for watching this. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you later. Bye bye.